Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X. As you can see, I'm walking outside again, and it's gonna be another walk and talk video. And this time, we do talk about dramas. Hey, kitty! There's a kitty in the park. So I'm in a normal city park in Suzhou. In this video, I'm gonna combine two dramas I've been watching during this time and talk about them together. The one that has finished airing is the 8 episodes very short drama, 开始恋歌. English title I believe is Bloom Life. It went live on May the 4th. Then the other one started airing a few days later. It's on IQiyi, and it's one of those crime dramas from IQiyi. Quite interesting actually, 24 episodes drama, 低智商犯罪, Born with Luck. We're gonna first talk about the short drama, 8 episodes already finished airing, Bloom Life, 开始恋歌. This is one of those kind of designed to promote tourism for Xinjiang province drama in every sense. Not only is because it's a combined kind of production between IQiyi, CCTV, and also Xinjiang's autonomous regions, parties, propaganda department. Literally, it's kind of like booked for them to make this drama, but also because it's literally called 开始恋歌, love song in 开始, Kashgar. That would be the direct translation, although I think the English title is a little bit more vague. I've watched all 8 episodes, and my opinion on this drama is it is pretty, but pretty much that's the only thing it does. In the recent couple of years, we've had a couple of dramas that are very similar to this one. Like last year or the year before, I can't remember, but that one was led by Zhou Yiran and Yu Shi. That is set in Xinjiang, and it's very much about the landscape, the people, the culture there. It's a short drama too, and it got a lot of awards. Before that, though, we also have the Liu Yifei Li Xian drama from Mango. That's pretty much about having too much and having enough with the big city life and getting a re-education in nature when you travel to Yunnan, that drama 去有风的地方. So you can think about 开始恋歌 this drama as a combination of that short drama shot in Xinjiang and that longer drama shot in Yunnan. So it has all those elements of very familiar character setup and plot, such as our female lead played by Li Landi. She's from Xinjiang, but then after university, she went to Shanghai, like many Hu Piao, instead of the floating people in Hu, in Shanghai region, and trying to get a career, and kind of isn't too successful. And she ran into a lot of problems in her work, and then it happens just to be too many things piled on top of each other. Her father passed away with a very tragic circumstances, so she has to travel back home and then meet her childhood friends, families, people who watched her growing up, and kind of realign her life purpose and decide whether the Shanghai life is really the life she wants. And then mostly 95% happens in Kashgar, so that's like the setup. Very similar to Liu Yifei's character in 去有风的地方. The greatest thing about this drama is it looks very pretty. If you want to look at what Kashgar looks like in a pretty good camera kind of like style and how it's beautifully shot, this is a very, very good drama. But everything else is kind of scratching the surface. Whether it's the character setup that is very familiar, we've seen that a lot, or how they actually in the drama depict her, her friends, people around her. Does the story actually sink in? Do you care about the characters? Do you feel the same kind of dilemma they feel as you watch the story? Any of that is very scratching the surface for this drama. Its plot is also kind of loose and here and there. I don't have a huge amount of things to complain about, but if you ask me, right, am I gonna remember this drama for a long time to come? It's definitely not that type of drama. I probably will forget about it before I even go back to Canada. That's my honest opinion. Certain snippets, like a couple of scenes with emotional charged moments, could be pretty well done. You can say the actors are doing an okay job, it all looks good. But as a thread, as a through line, as a story, beginning, middle, end, any type of typical narrative arc, that hopefully you can get to see things about what makes a drama, right? Those things are not quite there. After a few years, when I think back on the Liu Yifei drama, I could still remember quite a few characters in that drama, and I could still feel the kind of vibe the characters in the story has. And right now, after watching this drama, only a few days, it's already blurry. It's like already not clear about who are these characters and what they're doing, and any particular stories regarding them is already a blur. So that's the difference between this one and the Alatai one and the one before, the 去风的地方 one, of very similar nature, very clearly designed to promote a region's tourism on top of everything else type of drama. Very similar character setup, but worked quite differently. If you want to give it a try, you can. It really is very pretty, but for the sake of storytelling, right, that would not be the reason you want to dig into this one. Then for the 24 episodes drama that has aired 18 episodes, I've only watched 10, the 地址上犯罪. That one I highly recommend you check out. This drama is based on the same title novel written by the most famous Chinese crime novel writer these days, due to his adaptations are the most successful ones. And that would be Zi Jingchen, the guy who wrote the original novel for The Bad Kids, the guy who wrote The Long Night. So he is the one who started IQiyi's I should turn around, otherwise I'm exiting the park. He's the guy who started IQiyi's adventure of 迷雾剧场 and pretty much opened it with a bang. And then nothing really ever topped his initial work. So you can argue, right, whether he's the lucky star for IQiyi or the doomed star. Anyway, it's his other work that has just come out on IQiyi. Its original title means low IQ, low intelligence crime, very typical absurd comedy. And basically, for all the criminals in this drama, they kind of do really stupid things, but then kind of like things get lucky and they get away with it. But then they get caught also by like really stupid things they do. So it's that type of drama, and plus the police also often vibes in a way where they're not bad, but sometimes they're just unlucky or stuff. And then when they actually break a case and find a really important clue, it actually came by accident and under ridiculous circumstances. So this is like the vibe of this whole drama. It's led by Tian Xiwei, Wang Xiao, Wang Chuanjun as the three most important characters, although it actually is a very big ensemble drama. It includes a lot of cameo famous actors, but they just pop in and pop out for one scene. And then a huge amount of actors also come from IQiyi's a comedy variety show. Gist of the story is Wang Xiao, this actor, he plays a mid-age, actually quite successful policeman who's very good at breaking cases, but he ran into something midlife crisis type of situation in his career, resulting in he gets sent to a branch, kind of to cool him down, to put him on the bench type of situation. And then he realized this little city he goes to actually has big cases ongoing, and he gets involved in investigating that. Then Tian Xiwei plays a very young, rookie kind of policewoman who goes with him to the small city from the bigger, sort of higher level branch down. And then Wang Chuanjun plays that small city's local mafia boss, the crime master, who is super dramatic and who's got a lot of mental issues, and who's one of also the important funny but weird and scary people in a story. And so far I've enjoyed the 10 episodes I've watched. I'll tell you what I don't like about it first, and then the things that I do like. So what I don't like about it is I think it's missing potential based on the script and the text it has. It could be shot with a lot more style. If you think about Zi Jingchen's first super successful drama adaptation, The Bad Kids, one of the greatest reasons for it to be that successful, apart from it's a good story, is also the director was Xin Shuang. And he started directing in music video. He knows how to use cameras to create atmosphere, to create vibe for his story. 4 years, I can't remember how many, but it's many years now. You look back on The Bad Kids, you still find it's one of the top-notch crime drama cinematography we've had in last how many years. This drama doesn't have a very good cinematographer. It's not bad, but it's far from ideal and dramatic and well done and designed. And this drama, I'd argue, needs even more high-flying camera style than the other crime dramas based on his novels, because it is a comedy. You need that. It's perfect match for the genre. I give you an example. When Wang Chuanjun's character, who is the local it's a mafia boss, got introduced to our audiences for the first time, the first shot on him is birthday party. Supposedly he's celebrating it and rented a huge venue, but there's nobody. It's like only his tightly knit crime pals are there. And that sequence of shots are just so normal. There's nothing you can really say about it. It's being intentionally designed to show an important character. And there are many versions of how you can do that. For example, if they're doing the cake coming out thing, I would basically put the camera from the cake's point of view. So I am the cake, audiences are the cake, we're low and we get rolling to the sky and we don't see him first, but we see a knife coming down to our head. That is the knife coming down to cut the cake. And I think that would be one great way of introducing, and I think that card agrees with me, okay? To introduce the crime boss, right? Very simple, it's the same sequence. You don't have to direct anything differently. You just have to design and put the camera in the right place. You can show this crime boss guy who he is, and it can be a very tight scene where he's in it and there are like pretty girls around him, seems a big celebration, champagne and whatever, and then you jump cut to a wide shot where actually there's nobody. It's like him, two people, and then empty. No one is there. So that creates the kind of contrast. Immediately within the sequence of a couple of shots, you get what the drama want you to think about this character. Very simple. You don't have to actually add any budget to do it that way, but this drama just doesn't give you that type of thing. So when I was watching it, constantly I was looking at sequences and I'm like, it could be shot that way, but they didn't. So the drama is still pretty nice, but if they know how to shoot it well, it could be 20% better. It's just a very missed opportunity, and one of the biggest problems I have with it. The other thing, tiny problem, is at least by episode 10, I feel like 8 or 10, I can't remember even if that's the number. But anyway, so far with the episodes I've watched, I feel Tian Xiwei's character has too little to do. I mean, she's credited as the second most important character. I do hope that later episodes, she will become more important and there's too much noise over there. But if that's not the case, it will be a great pity. Right now, most of the drama is on Wang Xiao, which is great because he's a great actor and it makes sense for his character. But I just feel, Tian Xiwei is just tagged along and being the only girl and the pretty one. Yet she barely has anything important she needs to do. Then what I do like about this one is, first, it is extremely entertaining. They use a lot of jump cuts, sound effects, and just Wang Xiao's performance to time it. And for comedy, the most important thing is the right timing. The timing makes the comedy, and they do have very good actors of comedy who time it really well. The other thing is Wang Xiao is a very good actor. He always has been, and he is one of those actors, I would say, also having almost limitless range. Obviously, you're not gonna make him the idol drama lead. He's not at that age and having not that face. But he's played characters in idol fantasy dramas like Si Ming and never really make you feel he's out of place. He's played very heavy realism stuff and he feels like he's in place. He's played typical sort of crime dramas of all sorts. He feels like he's in place. Now he's in a comedy, and I can tell you, his comedy sense and timing is also great. This is such a good actor. One of the rare cases of when somebody's parents are also in the industry of entertainment business and stuff and famous, their kids are also in and happen to also be very good at it. So if you've loved his performance in previous things, you should go and watch this one. It's not gonna disappoint you. He literally holds this drama together. If it's not him, I can't imagine how the story is going to actually unfold. The other thing is, this drama also has a lot of those comedy actors from the IQiyi variety show. Particularly, there's this guy who is one of the main characters of the criminals in the story. You can't help thinking, and he does look quite like Zhang Ruoyun, but different. Even their voice has like a 50 to 60% similarity. As I was watching his performance, I constantly just stare at his face and trying to figure out like what part of it is this expression reminded me of Zhang Ruoyun and what part didn't. Really irrelevant to the story's quality and stuff. It's just like on my own. I really had a lot of fun when it finishes, if it really ends really well, right? Like surprisingly well. So far, I couldn't quite see how it's gonna end because I haven't watched that many episodes and also because I'm too occupied with a lot of other things ongoing. But let's say if this drama did end with a bang, I may make more videos, I don't know. Right now, everything is kind of up in the air. But these are the dramas I have been watching while I'm traveling, and I thought, might as well just share my opinion with you lovely people. And I'll have to find another time to shoot my weekly video, which right now I have no idea how that's going to get done, but we shall see. Thank you for watching Avenue X. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.